Hey guys, it's Rhea here with today's message from the heart. Again, these are all cards, all images from Mother Earth, and each image has a message that actually goes with it. And because we are one with Mother Earth, these messages are relatable to our very own heart energy. It's an expression of ourself, because everything in the outside realm is an expression of what's going on within. And not only is it an expression, it also gives us guidance, insight, helps to keep us on the path of the greatest fulfillment, the greatest expression of self. So that's what all of these cards are about. It's just about tuning in and bringing focus to the energy of the heart. For what you focus on is what you grow in your outside reality. And most of us, I would think, would want to create a reality that's most in alignment to our true self. And if you're in alignment to your true self, the outside world is a reflection. It's a manifestation of who you really are. So, of course, that's going to bring you the greatest happiness. All right, so today's card that presented itself is this one. As always, they're all outdoors, obviously, but a lot of them, probably 90% of them, are probably on the beach. But the beach in itself is very significant because that's where the ocean is. That's where the water is. That's where emotions run and flow. And like the waves bring in new emotions, new growth, new life. And when the tide and when the wave goes out, it's like pulling out, I don't want to say negativity, but sort of any negative, but really any emotions that aren't serving us anymore, any old beliefs, any old thought forms, paradigms, any of that kind of stuff. So it's very, very symbolic and very real in a physical way of how the emotions come and go, and they need a cleansing and they need healing. And the emotions are the energetic vibration of what you're going through. So that in itself is going to create your reality. So of course you want to keep your emotions in check. You want to keep them on the highest frequency. So this one here is a formation of a heart. You can see it. Zoop, zoop. It's a little cross area here. We'll see what that's all about in a second. But the overall heart is right here. And it is a seaweed, like most of my pictures. Looks like a little face in the middle here. Like you can see the little two eyes, the nose, the mouth, and like this little face in the middle. So we'll see. We'll read them. And then there's a teeny bit of, is that a plant? Yeah, teeny bit, a little bit of an offshoot of the seaweed right here. Like almost like little rabbit ears or antennas. Looks like it's a dry day. Looks like it's not that cold. There's no snow or ice. It looks like the sand is, somewhat soft. So the message for today is your own. It's entitled Your Own. Wear your own clothes. Trying to make someone else's beliefs your own can be like trying to fit into someone else's clothes. You'll be a lot more comfortable if you wear your own. Express through the brilliancy of your own thoughts. So what this card is telling us, basically, in a nutshell, is embrace your individual self. Embrace your physicality. Embrace your thoughts, your beliefs, everything that you are. Embrace who you are in your individuality. That which makes you an individual, that which makes you different. This card is saying when you try to take on others' beliefs, could be societal, could be family beliefs, could be religious beliefs, could be anything. As when you were younger, it might have been imposed on you and you didn't know any better not to claim it, but eventually it became kind of integrated in who you are. And what it's telling you is when you try to wear those old beliefs, or even try to wear societal's how they think you should be, how they think you should look, what they think you should wear, when you take on other people's beliefs, it's like it's not comfortable. It doesn't feel good. It feels like you're always striving to be something you're not. It feels not in alignment. Something inside your gut just doesn't feel right. Maybe partially it's true. Like say it could be a religious belief, maybe partial, maybe there's some truth in there, but there's stuff in there that kind of gnaws at you, and it doesn't feel right because it's not right for you. You've got to look a little deeper and say, well, how is this truth? And always go within. Always go within, because all the real answers to who you are within. No one else is living your own heart. Only you are. So always go within for your own answers, your own guidance. And of course, the outside is a reflection of that sometimes and can give us affirmation, give us insight. Because I always say the outside is a reflection of you, but it could be also a reflection of that which you need to let go of. And when you come across something that doesn't feel right, go inside for cut right to the truth. Go straight to the source, because it's the source, the God energy that you are within you, that lives within your very heart. The source, the God energy, has all the answers. It takes in all aspects of you and knows everything. So when you go within, you go to the truest part, the truest truth that you can get to at the moment, that you can understand. And when you express that individuality and that which you are within, your light shines brighter, because that is a truer expression of you. When you can express who you really are, not covering it up with other people's thoughts, other people's beliefs, which may be fine for them, but it doesn't mean it's fine for you. So you want to kind of figure out, it could come down to something as simple as, am I wearing this outfit because I think I'm supposed to? Or am I wearing it because it feels right? It feels good. I feel free in it. I feel like it's an expression of me. It can come down to something as simple as that. Or it can come down to something like, am I in this religion because it really is an expression of what I think, what I believe? Or am I in it because I think I need to? Am I there just to make a show? Am I there because I'm expected to be there? And that could be anything. It could be other things, activities. It could be groups, organizations that you belong to. It could be anything. Do I need to put a false face or portray myself as something that I'm not? Do I always have to put forward a smile when I'm not feeling good? That will feel discomforting too, because you're not really embracing and expressing how you really feel. If there's something you need to tell someone, but you feel you can't, and you've got to kind of hide it and wear a false persona, that too it's like wearing someone else's clothes. It's not really part of who you are. It's not the truest essence of what you're feeling. I mean, of course, you probably want to be able to put that smile forth, but if you're not feeling it, you got to kind of work through those feelings and don't fake it, even if it requires you to have time alone and to do some reflection and introspecting. And then once you clear that energy or come to terms or come in alignment to it, then you can put forth a true smile. And that's what is real, is what is the most powerful. So in saying that, you are the most powerful when you are presenting to the world, to your outside world, what is really within you, what you really, really feel. Kind of like these cards. I really, really believe all that they portray and all that I talk about of them, and they're an expression of my light. And it doesn't matter if it's not someone else's light, as long as it's my light. And that makes me the most powerful and makes you the most powerful when you're expressing your own light and your own truth. And it's not that those things never change and evolve into something greater, because that's what life is all about, growing, evolving, expanding into greater light and love. But express who you are in that moment. And that's where your true power is, because then you create these channels and open portals for the universe, which is really you also, giving to you in your reality, bringing forth circumstances and situations that are in alignment to who you really are. If you're not expressing and being and living who you really are, how in the heck do you expect to create the reality that brings the truest freedom, the truest version of you in the moment? So really, the most powerful thing, the most important thing you can do is become in alignment to your heart. Figure out who you are. And you don't need to have all the answers now, as long as you're doing it to the best of your ability in the moment. And then that will keep expanding and it'll keep evolving, and you'll discover other aspects, other parts of you that need to be expressed, embraced, and expressed. So just shine the light that you really are, whether it be through whatever it is, something you want to cook. Even that's wearing sometimes someone else's clothes, preparing meals or eating stuff that you think you need to, but it doesn't really feel good. Maybe Maybe you think you got to go on an all liquid protein diet or vegetable diet, but it might not really be the fit for you. It might be the perfect fit for someone else, but it might not be the fit for you. So you always got to tune into your heart energy and feel it out, because it's the feelings. The feelings are the compass to where you need to be. Your emotions, they steer you. They are the creating force within you. So just ask yourself today, how may you be bringing forth or wearing someone else's clothes that aren't really yours? And when you can release that, you leave room to express a truer essence, a truer ray of light of who you are. And then when you do that, you're grounding it. You're grounding it into this reality, onto Mother Earth. When you can truly express what's going on within you or an aspect of yourself. It could be even doing an activity that just seems so ridiculous to anybody else, but you really like it. I can't even think of anything right now, but even those people that do all the little rock sculptures, it's so beautiful. And so to some people it might seem meaningless, but to others it's like it creates beauty in the world. But most importantly, it grounds that person's expression of their God force or God light on earth, their own expression. It could be painting pine cones, it could be anything. So today it's just saying shine your own brilliancy and embrace who you are and your individuality. And when you express it, that's the world you create for yourself. All right. Oh, let's see. I didn't look at the card at all. Just seeing here what I could pick up from it. This right here, this little blockages here, it almost like that little face to me almost looks like it could be other people's beliefs, other people's other people's clothes preventing you from expressing and bringing forth your own light. Because see how it's kind of blocked and there's a little face there, but these areas are more wide open, more flowing. And this it just kind of represents a person. And it's almost like taking in within your own heart somebody else's stuff. And doesn't belong to you. Somebody else's energetic stamp, somebody else's beliefs or thoughts. And it doesn't necessarily belong to you. That little guy there. So when you can release it, then you open up the entire heart to expressing even a greater light and love of yourself. And that's exactly where your true power lies in order to create the most beautiful reality that you want. So that's pretty much all I see. And then of course, little antennas here. When you're focusing in on your own heart, the little antennas, they're like a magnetic force that brings into your own life the truer expression of you when you are expressing yourself. That's how I see that, kind of like tuning in. You're tuning in, you are communicating to the universe to bring forth and reflect back that which you are when you are expressing that which is in your heart. All right, guys, I hope you have an awesome weekend. Thanks for listening.